the amount of experience that Ignite has given me just looking into just like when it comes to media production specifically, it's like it's invaluable. Like you don't learn this just being in a class. Like you learn this by dedicating yourself to a project, to a program. So Ignite, that's what Ignite is.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Ignite. We are your hosts. My name is Gianna Bacchiocchi.
And I'm Matthew Taylor. With graduation just around the corner, we've decided to dedicate our 36th episode to go back to the very beginning and creation of Ignite with some familiar faces.
Yes, today's episode is definitely going to be a very special one and dear to our hearts as we're saying goodbye to some of the faces that began what Ignite is as we know it to be today.
If it hadn't been for the creativity, design, inspiration, and hard work of these individuals, we wouldn't be here today.
This is so true. Not only are we going to be touching on the creation process, the inspiration creating Ignite, but we are also going to be talking about what exactly created Ignite to be all that we know for it to be.
And with that, let's get into it.
All right, everyone. So we are going to kick off today's episode with a brief trivia segment with 4 of the hosts and producers of Ignite.
Just in case our viewers don't know, we'd like to introduce each of our special guests today. If you guys don't mind, just saying your name, your affiliation with Ignite, and your major.
Hi guys, I'm Sarah Manuel. I'm an advertising major, and I'm a former co-host and former producer of Ignite.
Hey guys, I'm Maiya Banks. I am a mass comm major, and I am the current Ignite producer.
Hi guys, I'm Elise Deschamps. I was previously a host for Ignite, did Ignite Live. I'm a journalism major, marketing minor. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Aaron Patterson. I am a mass communications media production major, and I was a part of Ignite and Ignite Live, the least creative host and producer.
From the beginning to
OG.
Till this moment.
Till today.
So for today's game, we are going to ask a few Ignite-related questions, and the first person to buzz in with the correct answer gains a point. So for 1 point each, we are going to begin with our first question. Is everybody ready on set?
We are ready.
Yes,
we're
we're
ready.
Okay, guys. Take it away.
Yeah, just to warm up, we're going to ask you guys for 1 point each, your favorite episode and why. Simple warm-up question, okay?
Don't even.
All you got to do is get a point.
This is the easiest
All
one,
right.
guys.
Aaron,
Go.
come to the floor.
This one.
That is the right
This
answer.
one.
Good answer.
Was I supposed to click?
That was we
Should I
had
grab my check at the door?
Yeah.
we had to like
Thank
count
you.
down.
Slice
Yeah,
it in.
I'll do
we
that.
told him to say that. All right, yeah. What about you, Elise?
Oh, my favorite episode, probably the LGBT episode. That one was intense
Yeah.
and really good, and I think we had like quite a bit of views on it. So
Wow.
I like that episode.
All right,
Stands out in my mind.
Maya?
All right, I liked our sexual education one. We had pretty deep conversation with Professor Chrissy Patch, or
Yes.
Pat, is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Freaking killed that episode.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah,
Or
she was
maybe I
amazing.
should say the purpose one, because my dad was on it.
I was gonna say, Maya,
I
I
say
feel-
that one. Anyways.
Bring your dad into it.
All right, and
Is
Sarah?
it my turn? Sweet. Ooh. I think my favorite episode would be with Kenneth Bautista about Asian hate, I think it was, or Asian history.
I like
that one was really good, yeah.
Okay, so I did not mention this to begin with, but guys, I will be actually keeping score, so there will be a winner, and the winner gets, drum roll please.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So you guys each get 1 point each.
Yay.
Good job, guys.
Just to start with. All right.
Just to start with.
Next up.
Question number 2. What number episode are we currently filming for Ignite?
Ooh.
Oh my.
Episode 36.
Look at her go.
Good job,
Wow.
Maya.
Crazy.
Maya's cheating.
36 episodes?
Yeah,
Yes,
36.
season
So many.
5.
Isn't that crazy?
Season 5.
At least
that's
remember
crazy.
because she watches all of them.
I've watched a full one ever. Yes.
All right. So, going along the lines of episodes, what is currently the most viewed episode of Ignite? Oh, we got Elise?
Is it the LGBT episode?
L.
It is not.
L.
It is
Correct.
not.
All right, we got
Give me
Aaron.
that. Is Southern racist?
Is Southern racist is correct.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Same thing.
Point for Aaron.
A point for
Same
Aaron.
round.
All
Skill
right.
issue.
So now,
Yeah.
follow-up question, and each of you guys are going to get a chance on this one. How many views does that episode have? Elise?
567.
567
That was very
views.
exact. Unfortunately,
Clear.
incorrect.
Yes. Well, so you can. Anyone.
When,
the floor.
Are we
wait, can
going
I
in
go
order?
first?
Sarah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
saw you. step up.
1.7 thousand.
1.7 thousand. Okay,
Actually?
Aaron?
1.7 million. No,
1.8.
1.8.
1.8.
Oh, what?
Like
Strategy.
1.8, like
1.8
almost
view.
2 people? Or
No.
what?
1,800.
Okay, 1,800.
Fair.
All right, Sarah, you have a
I'm gonna
guess?
say 2,000.
Okay.
2,000. That's really upsetting.
No, I'm genuinely very shocked. How did you know that?
It is
Aaron,
exactly
ding, ding,
1.8.
ding.
No,
1.8.
Honestly, Maya
Talking
didn't
about-
deserve
Keep
that.
I know. I got duped on
That's
No,
that.
Maya did not deserve
Give me a hard
that.
question.
Sarah, do you remember what you said at the beginning about wanting Aaron to lose? He's in the lead. So
Yeah.
guys, come on with
That's
your
awesome.
answers.
Every morning I
Next
wake
question.
up and I
Yeah.
study up on the playlist.
Next question. Next
Yeah.
question.
What?
Okay,
You're the
guys,
107
next
years.
question. And listen closely so that you guys can beat out Aaron. How many haircuts did Aaron have in season 2?
Elise?
I don't even know.
2.
It was 2 haircuts and 3
Nice.
I promise.
Quick,
I promise.
steady your
I
hair
just figured
counts.
that was
Did
your
you
most
really?
Yes, we did our most. Yes,
Forgot.
wonderful.
You know, the summer
Yeah.
cut,
Stick 'em
winter
out.
cut.
Okay, so now, how many unfilmed or canceled episodes have there been?
Oh, shit.
Oh, Aaron.
I'm going to say 2.
2. So,
Oh,
No,
3.
no, no,
3.
no.
It's
no,
3.
No, it's 3, but I answered.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get a little take back.
Who gets that one?
Maya.
Maya. Wait, is Maya right?
Can I guess them?
can we guess them?
How many canceled
Ew,
episodes have there been?
Are we allowed to guess them? Are we allowed to say what
So
they
I
are?
guess this one's unique
Oh,
based on the
right.
complications. So, based on the filmed and unreleased, like planned, there were 2.
Boom.
Based,
Oh, I see.
but we also said canceled and unfilmed,
Oh,
which
Unfilmed?
there was the episode with Barry Black,
yep.
What?
and
Fair.
there was one that was released and taken down, making the answer 4.
Oh.
What?
So-
Well said, well said.
No,
Okay,
no
no
points for this question.
Oh, that's
well,
crazy.
Cancel.
That's crazy.
Matthew,
Cancel.
Gianna, I'm really sorry. I'm super embarrassed.
Oh, it's okay.
It's all Aaron's
It's
fault.
fine.
Good, that's what we like to hear.
He's like, we were
Is
canceled.
there
Should we take a point away from Aaron?
No.
Honestly, yes.
I like that idea. That is
Making
genius.
my job harder.
We'll get it back.
Okay.
Do we have another question, or is that
No,
the
we have
final
more
score?
questions. We have
Oh,
more
we have
questions.
more.
Canada edited that.
Oh, we have another. Okay, guys, next question.
Mhm.
To close out season 2, Ignite paradised what popular TV show?
Aaron?
The Office.
Wow.
Woo!
Too easy.
Actually, it was
Ding,
Brooklyn
ding,
Nine-Nine.
ding.
Too easy.
We do the Office at the end of every season.
Yeah.
We do it at the end of every year.
Anyway.
actually so funny.
It was
All
rigged
right,
for Aaron to
so-
win.
Yeah, this
Literally.
recent Ignite Live, we had Corey Asbury as a
Oh,
special
you're answering?
guest. He shared a story about having a stomach issue. Where was he during this experience?
Random question.
Aaron?
Tokyo?
Was not Tokyo.
That's a
No,
really
no,
good
where
guess.
Was it Australia?
It was not Australia.
No. It was in
Thailand?
Asia.
It was not Thailand.
Wait, at least you have something. Tell us.
Are we talking city or country?
I'm
General
trying to
area will
remember.
work.
Shanghai?
It was in China, wasn't it?
Can we say that?
That is a.
Do you guys not
Is
know
that
the
okay?
answer?
Wait.
I
Bangkok?
know this. I know.
No.
Hong Kong.
It is Hong Kong.
Nice,
Oh,
Maya.
Very complicated answer.
It is a very complicated.
Okay. She gets that. She gets that.
Great job. We just
True,
we
true.
are now banned in 2 countries.
Okay, guys.
That is
I think that this is our last question. So, okay, in order for Aaron to not win, Maya, you got to get this one because you're at 3 right now.
All right.
Guys, last question. For an extra point, share a funny or fond memory from Ignite Live.
Ignite Live.
Ignite Live. Any of them.
Funny
How
one.
does that have a correct
I feel like,
answer?
it truly does not.
All right, Sarah.
I wanted a point.
Yeah,
That's a funny
Yeah,
now
go
one.
Sarah.
share.
Oh,
Share memory.
Were you ever in
Ignite
Ignite
Live.
Live?
She wasn't in Ignite.
No,
You
but
did before.
She's using it as a microphone.
Ignite Live, this one.
She is
I was
using
on
it.
Oh, yeah,
stage.
that's right.
I did a poem.
Oh.
Yeah,
She's
so
doing
that
it.
one.
That is.
For the
And
record,
just to
I
keep-
remembered that.
I would hope
and
so.
just-
And that was a
Aaron for
beautiful,
winning.
beautiful poem.
Thank you.
We
Let's say
loved
that
it.
question was worth 4 points, putting
Whoa,
Sarah.
yo.
Points total.
That's how it works. That's how the game
Unbelievable.
works.
Well done, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next time,
Is
Aaron.
well
Next time.
There's no
deserved.
next time.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for playing. I had a lot of fun. You have a lot of fun?
I had so much fun. Sarah and Maya, thank you guys so much for everything that you've done to help Ignite. We appreciate you guys so much, and I know that Southern does as well for all of your guys' hard work. And we hope that you guys have amazing journeys on in life, and we hope that you guys' paths reconnect with ours because we will miss you guys so much. And not to be forgotten, we also appreciate Elise and Aaron over here, but we will be keeping them for another segment of interview. But we appreciate all of you guys so much, and thank you guys for coming here today.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Woo! Thank you guys so much for being back with us. We have two very special guests that you guys just saw in the previous segment, but we are so happy to have you guys back here with us. And we have a couple questions to ask you guys that I know are pressing on my mind, and I think Matthew's as well. So do you guys mind if we just dive on into the questions?
Let's get
Yeah,
into it.
sounds good.
Let's get into it.
Well, Aaron, I'd like to ask you just about the initial inspiration, how Ignite really got started.
Yeah, sure. So Ignite actually started my sophomore year, first semester, as a class project. So, I mean, that was right kind of in the height of COVID. So we were doing a class project. It was Sarah Manuel, Dwight, I can't remember his last name, but Dwight, he graduated here a couple of years ago. And we were setting out to create a talk show that discussed real conversations. So we started our first episode, and the topic was the mask mandate on campus because it was a big deal at the time, and it was for the assignment. It wasn't officially anything yet, and it was a disaster. It was awful.
Really?
It was really, really bad. We pulled out the couch in the School of Journalism's office and moved it to a studio, and we had dividers up, and we were only allowed to have 2 people in a room at the same time if we had masks off and dividers and 6 people.
Oh, wow.
It was a lot, and it was a lot of footage.
I remember that setup.
Oh, it was bad. It was and it was with Marissa, my now wife, and she was in the dorm in quarantine. That's what it was. Excuse me. It was on quarantine. Mask mandates and quarantine. And so I had to go and set something up in her room, and then it was a mess. But yeah, so then we did that episode, a lot of learning, and then Professor Pablo reached out to Sarah and I and said, do you want to make this a regular thing? Do you want to make this a show that is a part of the media production mass communications degree? So that is the beginning.
Really paved the
That's
way.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that wasn't sarcastic. That was nice.
Yes,
Can I just
ma'am.
say, I did not know that Sarah was the other first host. I thought you were the other first
No.
host.
Sarah?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning something new right now.
Yeah. But I do think that that first year, if I'm remembering correctly, was kind of a lot of figuring out the footwork
A lot.
of how to
A lot.
run the show. And then by the time that I had come on, there was a lot of already set production things happening that made it a lot easier for me to just be like, hey guys, I'm here.
Jump right in. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't have to do any of the heavy lifting.
Lies,
that was everyone
but-
else. That was everyone else.
So on to our next question. Was there a pre-existing set, or were you guys able to just kind of help design it at the very beginning?
Yeah, so what
Also
they've got here with the
Sure.
wall, yeah, you mentioned that a little bit. But.
Yeah, thank you for asking this because we get to give a shout out to Arlene, who used to be the office manager here, Arlene
Ooh.
Levitt.
She's amazing. Love
Yeah,
her.
incredible. And her daughter is an incredible interior designer, I think, or Night Lights, is that what it's called? Night Lights as an interior designer? I don't know. But she's good at it.
Couldn't
And
tell
so
you.
they got together and started designing the set piece by piece. And then the School of Journalism was kind enough to buy that set and go out and find those things. And then we had a set.
Wow.
Woo.
So you mentioned a few obstacles and challenges, and by the time you came in, were there still difficulties getting episodes filmed and everything like that?
I mean, again, Aaron's gonna know better for the initial obstacles, but I will say when I was first, from my experience, I think it was just this is the first, if I'm understanding correctly, this is the first time that we've had a prolonged student-led production within specific to the SJC that has survived changes of people. So I think that one of the biggest obstacles that Ignite has really overcome is a sustainable production and the creation of a sustainable production that like I literally just said can survive changing minds, changing people, different ideas for what the show should look like, which I think is what makes Ignite really valuable and really cool for the SJC. But
What do you think it is about Ignite that has maintained itself and kind of like what you were saying. It's like the
we got a good team.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
it
great
is. We've
team.
got some good brains on this set. Like, I mean, there's us in front of the cameras, but it's like everyone behind the scenes. It's the producers. It's the people who are making sure that the set runs well. It's everyone in the back. It's the people behind cameras. It's literally the fact that everyone has stayed so dedicated, despite like not really having to. But I don't know, Aaron, you've done a really excellent job at leading us
look at
all
that.
out.
Aww.
The only time you'll hear me record me complimenting him.
Do you guys mind if I get a clip of that? I want to hold it as blackmail.
I lied. It was all a lie.
And Professor Pablo. Great
Yes.
department
Truly.
sponsorship and sponsorship from him.
Truly.
Shout out to
Lots
Pablo.
of support, for sure.
Pablo,
But
we love you.
definitely the team,
Yeah.
I would say.
So now we're doing about 4 episodes a semester. I know back in the day it was a lot more. What were the issues and difficulty of filming that many episodes?
Great question, my friend. So
Burnout.
I was about to say that the theme for that first semester was burnout, like 100% burnout, because that first one was just to be like, prove to everyone who was sponsoring and to ourselves that we can make episodes and we can make a lot of them.
Yeah.
So
it's a
Sarah and
real
I
thing.
think we did 12 episodes
Crazy.
that first
That's
semester,
insane.
8 or
12.
12, I can't remember.
Wow.
Remember. I think it was 12.
It's too many.
And it was exhausting.
I believe it.
Exhausting, and the team was significantly smaller. So Sarah and I were co-producers, co-hosts. Pablo was sponsor, and then we had a tech team of, I mean, it varied maybe between five and maybe 8. But it was exhausting.
I can't even imagine.
For
it was-
everyone. For everyone.
Co-host 12
Oh, yeah.
episodes. That's insane.
Wow.
4 is
A lot.
4 is enough.
Yeah, no.
Well, even with us, it was exhausting.
I mean, we did what, 8?
Yeah,
I
at
think?
least.
And I mean, we did pretty heavy conversations, honestly, when I was still on the show. But I mean, I remember every Tuesday, I was like, it's time to be on set. I mean, it was always fun, but it's like to really put yourself in the zone and the type of conversations that we were having and coming up with those questions. And I mean, like, it's like I said before, like luckily we had a team that really, like, we were able to delegate the work really nicely. But it's exhausting.
It's stupid hard and stupid worth it. It's the best.
Yeah, no, it's so fun. And that's the other thing. It's like the amount of experience that Ignite has given me just looking into, just like when it comes to media production specifically, it's like it's invaluable. Like you don't learn this just being in a class. Like you learn this by dedicating yourself to a project, to a program. So Ignite, that's what Ignite is. It's cool.
So today, for the first time, I heard about this concept that was posed by Matthew as the Aaron curse, and I was extremely intrigued. So please fill us in as to what this is.
Yeah, so this is a legal word, and it essentially means that anything that could go wrong will go wrong.
Murphy's Law.
Yes.
Murphy.
People affectionately know it by Murphy. Of course, I came before Murphy, so
Right.
But I'm trying to get a rebrand. So, as a natural byproduct to having a surplus of big ideas, a lot of them are not going to work out. And I know we're going to talk about lessons later, and I'll go further into that. But Pablo's a genius, the sponsor of this show. All of the hosts I've worked with are geniuses. Everyone on this team is a genius. The producers have been, and there's a lot of good ideas. And I am honored to have been a part of carrying some of those out. And I'm also honored to be a part of some of those ending just in the most atrocious manner.
Well, I feel like it's kind of the nature of having a talk show as well for things to fall through. I mean, like, things happen, guests can't come, guests will commit to something that they've said and then want to take it back. And I mean, it sucks because it's like, well, that's more work for us. But at the same time, it's like, that's just part of it.
Yeah, it's
and
part of the
like,
game, totally.
Not so much a curse as it is literally just one of maybe the more annoying parts of, I think, being in this realm of work. But
and it being like some sort of an entrepreneur, because like you both kind of like, ground started this thing up, so you're gonna have things that fall through and things that pan out.
And I mean, it's also trial and error.
Yeah.
Again, when it is a
Trial
new
and
thing,
Aaron. That's another one I'm trademarking.
Slap it on a t-shirt.
bad. It's like not funny. It's not funny. No. I mean, it's part of it, and you learn from it, and you learn how to be more proactive and how to come up with a plan B and how to still come out with an episode when your initial idea falls through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are
Just
very
deal with
good
it.
life lessons
You
to
just deal
learn.
with it.
Yeah.
Creating plan B, C, D, and
Yes.
So
Yeah,
now
potentially
you're
more.
all infected. Sorry.
Yeah, guys,
Bummer.
come on.
Oh dear.
Let's get to it.
So, Ignite, of course, is a big product, but eventually you guys started doing the live events. I believe, has it been 3 now?
Yes.
Yes.
3?
Yes.
Yeah, well, tell me about how that got started.
I don't know how it got started. I do not like.
So-
You know what's so funny is I don't like public speaking. I don't like
You're
speaking on a
crazy.
stage.
This is just like, does not make sense to me.
I don't. I honestly, you watch the first couple episodes of my season, I'm like, and then, but no, Ignite Live, so much fun. I mean, again, trial and error for sure. And I mean, the first one was so fun. I remember everyone in here was kind of on a.
And the
on a
second one
high,
was so
so-
learning.
Sure was.
It started out with Dr. Dad, Dennis Negron,
Dr.
actually
Dad.
reaching
Dr.
out
Dad
to
is crazy.
Professor Pablo and I and asking if we'd be willing to start an Ignite show
Oh,
that's
awesome.
live.
Yeah.
To sort of fill, not take the place of, but fill the void that Studio 4109 left when it stopped. And Studio 49 or 4109 was very much Saturday Night Live, and we wanted to be very
Right.
much like Jimmy Fallon, late night
Similar,
talk
yeah.
show. Honestly, Cassidy Connolly, she's not here now.
Yeah,
but
serious.
that was the Ignite Live structure. That is a brainchild directly from Cass and Pablo.
Wow.
But it's so much fun.
I definitely think it's something that's exciting and like because we've only had 3 events, and I mean we did 2
In 1 year.
in 1 year and then 1 this year.
Yeah.
And I think just within the 3 we really figured out what works, what doesn't work, where we need to pour more energy into, what like when you're backstage and when you're like communicating with your crew, what needs to be communicated. And I mean like again, I mean like we're in school, y'all. Like we're still literally learning is the
Full-time
thing. And it's
students.
not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know. When you realize like it doesn't have to be perfect and
Love it.
we can work as hard as we
Yeah.
can. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just
Embrace the imperfection.
yeah. That's so.
And just like a
So it makes
side
it real.
question on that, what were
Yeah.
your guys' favorite elements of the Ignite Live shows? Because those are huge productions. And I don't think people know just how much goes into those. And like
Yeah.
you said, we're students. And I can speak from seeing firsthand this last Ignite Live with Corey, which shout out, an
Yeah.
amazing, so much fun.
Yeah.
The amount of work that you put into that was insane. I mean, granted, like I lifted like my 2 cents and then you got the 98 and you killed it, but it was so much work. But I mean, the results were insane. I mean, it was such an amazing turnout. So your favorite elements of Ignite Live,
Kind of
please
like
share.
the delirium of it. This is just me, but like the being behind the scenes and everyone's struggling.
Nobody sees that though.
No, but it's the way after the first Ignite Live. Remember, we were all in the SJC. We were like eating or something. And we're all like, it's like midnight, and we're like,
It was so fun.
like
It was so
literally
much fun.
going crazy. But I mean, that's what I love. Again, it really just boils down to the team that we're working with, and then the music and the way the crowd is engaging. Like that's nothing like it. It's so good.
The teamwork, again, unbelievable team. Being able to work with them.
piggyback.
Oh my
Sorry.
word! Yeah. My turn. The team is incredible, and the first show it was one team. The second show it was a slightly different team. Third show was probably the most different team. But seeing everyone pitch in different ways, it's awesome. I mean, no man is an island, right? Or woman, no man or woman is an island. So. No one can come up with all the great ideas on their own. Chill. No one can come up with all the great ideas on their own.
Right.
And I have the Aaron curse, which means I come up with 50% less than all the other people I work with. But the team, the next one was the learning experiences, because that first one sold out the event, no tickets, but sold it out. It was huge.
Yeah, I
Everyone
remember
loved it.
we had the rows that because it was during COVID
Yeah.
again. We're not supposed to have people in the rows, and people were just moving the
Yeah,
tables.
yeah, there was just hopping over.
Which like
And it was fine. I
no,
mean,
we
it wasn't
didn't,
fine,
no, we
but
didn't break the rules.
And then
We
the
saw
second
that.
One, like the second one was a crazy learning experience because we got upgraded to the gym, so it was a bigger
my
venue.
gosh.
But
Right.
you know, there's
Marketing
something
wasn't-
pretty like
yeah.
crazy about like setting up 500 chairs and having almost all of them filled by either people who paid to be for the show or who are a part of the show.
Yeah.
So that was a crazy learning experience, and we're learning how to do marketing. And then the
Which
third
you guys
one.
killed
Yes.
this time
Yeah,
around.
Killed
it
it.
was so good.
The third one
out to
is
the
the
billboard.
ripple effect, because like we have a bunch of students who are now interested, non-Adventist students who are now interested in coming to Southern.
Wow.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy.
That is awesome.
amazing.
So those are my favorite takeaways.
So we've touched on it a little bit, but I want to ask you guys some valuable lessons that really your time with Ignite has taught you that you're going to take through your life.
You got that?
I don't know. I mean,
Take it away.
gonna get a little personal, but I had a hard time making friends at Southern my first 2 years, and then it's actually funny because Aaron was like, "Hey, host Ignite with me," and I was like, "You're funny," and then it literally turned out to be the best thing that happened to me at Southern. Was
Wow.
like just actually being a part of my department and really getting engaged, and the people that I met and the people that I spent time with, people I never thought I would actually, be good friends with. And then, so like some of the valuable lessons that I've learned, it's like, you really need a team. You need other people. I am a hyper independent person by nature, which is not a good thing because you need people.
Yeah.
It is not just you. And that is what working on Ignite taught me in a personal sense. And then kind of in like a logistic sense, or like a future career sense, I can be in front of a camera, but I really prefer like directing and kind of like script writing. And I like to be involved, but like being in front of a camera isn't necessarily like, but it helped me figure out what I like and don't like. That's cool.
And sign that you were very good at both, but being in front of the camera, you're amazing. You're
Thanks,
so
I-
good.
It's true.
Just had to stick that in
We just
there.
out here
Genius.
for real.
Amazing.
Thanks.
Had to say it.
Aaron.
I hate confrontation, which is wild because I was
Yeah.
in leadership roles.
All you have to do. You have to do it constantly.
So learning how to do that has been really important. And kind of coupling with that, learning to get no and be like energized by it. Be like, all right, tell me no. Say it, or make me feel worse. And then taking that and asking someone else and getting used to no's has been very
Right.
helpful.
Yeah.
Don't letting
And-
that be the end of it.
Right. And the more no's you get, also proportionally, the more yeses you get, which is my next one is, if you don't try a lot,
Make your own yes.
yeah, try more, fail more, get used to it, and then more good things will happen.
You
And
learn how to
then-
recalibrate very well.
Yeah.
You get a no, and you're like, okay, let's
100%.
That's
let's
a
see
really
which
good way
door
of
that we can
putting
walk
it.
through. Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
amazing life skill as well.
Adaptability for sure.
Adaptability. And then
Definitely.
humility. This episode is everything I wanted Ignite to be. Just friends, chatting, talking around. Under my leadership, I never got it to this point. But under different leadership, just being able to attend it and be a part of it, it is exactly what I was hoping
I
it
will
would be.
say, like, I definitely feel more comfy sitting in this little couch
It is
right
so
now.
nice.
It's
so
nice because, like, when I was in those big chairs, I'm like, welcome to Ignite. So today's episode,
100%.
I'm sweating.
100%. Having a
stuffy.
good team, not
Yeah.
trying to do everything.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say we're here because of your guys' leadership. So I need to reaffirm that in you guys because we would not be sitting in these seats over here. I mean, he's with you guys on that couch, but we would not be here if it
No,
was
you
not
guys
for
are
your
gonna
guys'
literally kill it. I'm not
super
worried
hard
about
work.
it.
100%.
Maybe I'll start watching the episodes.
You did say that earlier, and I was like, Elise.
Someone get security. Yeah.
Take
sorry, sorry, guys.
Demonetized.
No, it's okay. That's just me. It's me and my short attention span.
Yeah.
Well, we have to
guys.
say we appreciate you guys so much. And on this note, what is next for you guys? Where do you guys see yourself going after Ignite, after Southern? Because you guys, unfortunately, we're losing you guys. You guys are leaving Southern soon, graduating, moving on with
you'll be
life.
May,
We're
December.
staying here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so sad. What are your guys' future plans?
Mister.
I'm headed home to Florida, bask in the sun, and work at Advent Health.
Wow.
Sorry.
Also, the woo was not woo, yay, like you're
Woo.
leaving. It's just
Yeah,
woo,
get him
woo.
out of here.
Going home.
Let's make that very clear.
Leave.
Yeah.
He's gone.
You're paying gas for that.
I'm producer of SAU News now, so behind the scenes role, no longer really in front of a camera. So I'm doing that this semester, likely next semester. So that, and then I graduate in December. I run a business. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
Sounds
she
awesome.
does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna keep
does.
Shout
thrifting, y'all.
Wait,
But-
put it in.
Oh
Tell
my
about
gosh.
it.
Follow the Marche du Soleil. Come get yourself some
It's
vintage
beautiful,
clothes.
guys.
Well, I do have one more question for you guys. We've talked a lot about the past and sort of present. I want to ask you guys about what Ignite means to you and what you hope for the future of this program.
I don't know. I kind of trust that whoever's next is going to do a good job, and that Ignite will kind of adjust and shift with the ideas of whoever's going to be running the show next. I mean, obviously there's like this kind of overlay of just this talk show format, but I'm really excited to see how each of the hosts or whoever's producing next kind of like takes it in their own direction and runs with it with the foundation of everything before. So I just hope that Ignite can continue doing that because it's done a really good job so far.
I would hope that the producers and the hosts and the sponsors are never the heart of the production, because once they leave, the production dies. Ignite is incredible because, and I think it'll stick around because it is the effort of an entire team, the people on the camera and the people off the camera. And under a structure that creates really beautiful stuff we've seen. So I would hope that it never becomes a one-man or one-woman show.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming. You guys are an inspiration, everything you guys have done here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that we have something special for you guys before you guys head out.
Bragging rights.
Yes.
It's a plaque.
We have here.
Yo!
Special look. We've got the Ignite.
You guys always get
mugs.
random cups in front of you, and now
Yes.
you have your
Ignite
own.
logo.
Your very own.
Wait,
Yes.
show the Ignite logo.
Wait,
Give
why
us
does
some
this make me a little
promo.
emotional?
Our
Honestly,
goal was to make you guys a
Are
little
you getting
emotional
emotional?
with the gifts.
That's embarrassing. No, it's cool. I'll cry later.
Well, again, you guys, we're so thankful for everything you guys have done, and we hope God blesses you on your next levels of life.
And we know the
Yeah.
only amazing things God has in store for both of you guys. Creative geniuses, such passionate people, and so attentive and driven, and we care so much about you guys, and we're looking forward to seeing amazing things. We're your biggest fans out here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having us.
Always.
It's so weird being the guest.
I know. Well,
Full
we'll see you
circle.
next time.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our last episode. It was a very special one indeed. I know that for me personally, I had so many thoughts and so many emotions just sitting in that chair listening to them and their conversation. And clearly they have so much chemistry, and it was just so beautiful to see it all wrapping itself up.
Yeah. I just love to see everyone here, just a big family reunion of Ignite as it all came to a close.
Yeah. And there are many more episodes just like this one throughout the last couple years, months. And if you want to go tune into those, go to our YouTube. We also have an Instagram at IgniteSAU. So please follow us there and join for more content.
Thank you guys so much for supporting us, and we'll see you next year.
Bye.